Last night we had a bunch of lightning and thunder, kept waking up because it was so loud. One of the times we saw this really bright flash, and then usually they say every second after you see the flash is usually about a mile away. But this was like instantly, it was like you saw the flash and then the sound was right away. It sounded like it was right on our property. Hi everybody, I'm Emily and this is my husband Dan, and we live off-grid with our 2-year-old in the high desert in Arizona, surrounded by pinyon pines and junipers. Subscribe and follow along as we build our dream homestead. That seems kind of strange to me. That might be because it smells right now. It smells kind of like a fire. I don't know if that branch is where the lightning struck, but it had this smell to it, like burnt smell. So I'm wondering if it is. It was very small, but it like literally, like I'm smelling out in here right now. It smells like a fire. This right here is our rebarb and the copper wire we were using in one of our videos where I strung the copper wire all the way up into our bed. It's like earthing while you sleep, and a lot of people gave some interesting comments. Some people said you don't want to do that because if you have lightning and thunder, it could strike that, and then you know the copper wire is very conductive, so it's going into your bed, you could get electrocuted. So I'm happy to tell you guys that I already detached it before we got any lightning or thunder. So as soon as I saw that on the forecast, I undid it. The bar that we have is painted black, and the person who commented that said that makes it not conductive, and so you want something that doesn't have the paint on it. So we're gonna have to kind of redo our little earthing system. I appreciate all the feedback on that one. We got the Starlink on the roof. It's actually nailed in, finally. It's working like a charm. Cord out of the way. Joe, I love you. Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. He said, "Mama, don't leave me."
Hands down, this is my favorite thing about living where we do. Is I like to go for runs. Like for my exercise, I like being outside. Can't stand going to a gym or being in a, just like being inside of a, on a treadmill or, it's just, I mean, there's something for everybody, but not this guy. Not anymore. Look at this. This is where I'm at my place. Hang out with my little dude. What's up? Oh. This was kind of cool. We've got state land right near our house. I just like to climb over the fence and go for a run out here. There's no trespassing signs, so that's good. I think you just have to have a permit if you want to come on state land. But as long as you're on the road, you're good. It's just if you want to use the state land for anything. So I just go running down the road. But it's beautiful over here. Best place to go running I've been yet. Monsoon clouds, baby. Look at those clouds. Jack, get over here. He's a good boy, but he's a hound dog, so he sees a rabbit and he's gone. He always comes right back though. Look at him. Look at that good boy. Yeah, that's a good boy. The best little hound dog ever. Look how beautiful this is. Just like such a great place to come and like go for a nice run, dude. Well, I don't have a proper permit, but if I did, I'd get off the road here and go explore this mountain because it looks pretty sick. It's got like a cliff face over there, like a little plateau mountain. It's all red rock. If I got to put in for elk with all the droppings and stuff I'd seen in my yard, this would be where I'd do it. This would be where I will do it eventually. For all you folks that like bird watching, can't really see them all too well from here, but that's a Pinyon Jay. They're specific to this area though, I think, because they eat the pinyon nuts. Pretty guy. So any of you folks out there who know a thing or two about trees, this is stumping me. So this looks exactly like a ponderosa pine, which there's crap loads of them just like a little bit south of here in the mountains, where the mountains get a little steeper. But these look unlike any of the ponderosas I've seen, like in Prescott, Arizona, or anywhere else. I don't know if it's just there's more moisture so the needles get longer or what, but I mean, look at these needles. They're huge. It's crazy. But they almost look like, they look different, you know, than ponderosas that I've seen before. Because I'd love to know more about it. So I want to propagate a few more of them in our yard since they grow a little taller.
We have so much pinyon pine trees on our property. And we have a ton of junipers. When you think of traditional homesteading, you think of, you know, some kind of, you know, living sustainably, growing your own food, maybe even having cattle or some type of animal. You know, since we just moved out here, this year the priority hasn't been growing our own food, but next year we're definitely going to get on that, and we're really excited about it. But in the meantime, there are some things that our property already has that we are going to utilize. The junipers produce a berry, and the pinyon pine trees that we have produce pine nuts. The juniper berries have so many benefits. I was doing a lot of research about them, and they're not really a traditional berry because they're a little bit more bitter, they're a little bit more savory. So it'll be interesting to see when they are ripe, when we can pick them and eat them, what they're gonna taste like. But a lot of people use it with meats. They use them for like a spice almost. Like I saw a lot of people kind of compare it to rosemary, which is an herb, but they're very beneficial, like for your health. They're really good for your immune system, for inflammation. The berries have like this white film on them, and I came across this blog that said that that's actually yeast, and so you can use it for a sourdough starter. Some people even make it into a tincture, and you can use it medicinally. And here's another list of all the benefits that I didn't describe. The pinyon pine trees have pine nuts that they produce, which are a great source of protein, healthy fat. They have a lot of vitamins and minerals in them. But these don't produce as frequently. I think it depends a lot on how much rain we get, but they usually only produce every few years. I can see some pine cones forming on the top of the trees, but it hasn't really formed on the whole tree. So if we get nuts this year, that'd be super cool to harvest those, roast them up. So we're excited to utilize what's already here. I think we also have a yucca plant on our property, and I saw a berry bush, but I don't know if it's edible. So it would be really cool to get somebody out that could teach us about what's already here. And I would love to do like a sustainable food forest of things that already grow really well in this area. So that's the end of the video for now. This week it's a short video. There's not a lot of exciting stuff going on. Sometimes you just have to surrender to the fact that there's nothing really super exciting going on, and it is what it is. I appreciate you guys for tuning into this one, and I'll see you guys next time.